we're on the verge right now of having consumer virtual reality.
The experiences that are fundamentally games, but they're different games than you've ever seen before in VR.
Through the body and spatially understand the interrelationships of the body systems to each other.
Good morning. Good morning. Wow, such happy faces this morning. I'm going to wait for a few more people to come on in. A couple of last seats over there. Wonderful. Well, good morning. And welcome to San Francisco, and welcome to the 5th Annual Experiential Technology Conference and Expo. I'm Zack Lynch. I'm a general partner at Jazz Venture Partners, and I'm also your host for this event. Experiential technology, or XTech as we like to call it, is being made possible by the convergence of multiple important interacting trends. The first of which is the emergence in our understanding of the advances in our knowledge around how the human body functions, around life sciences and biology, most specifically around how the human brain functions on a daily basis. That trend is intersecting and converging with a second important trend, which is the fact that there are many emerging digital platforms, including mobile, virtual reality, augmented reality, artificial intelligence, deep learning, video game technology. And all of these are making possible new tools, applications, software, products, and services to improve human performance. So how is this working its way through the economy? Well, today we have over 500 XTech companies that are disrupting multiple sectors of the economy, including health and wellness and learning and training and sports and entertainment, and leaving in their wake 4 new market segments that are exploding in growth, that are transforming and impacting how these larger industries are evolving. Those are digital therapeutics. These are software-based, non-drug treatment options to treat a wide variety of brain-related illnesses, everything from autism to ADHD, depression, epilepsy, and everything in between. And these are software applications that will be regulated by the FDA, prescribed by physicians, and will replace, in some cases, in other instances, augment the use of pharmaceuticals and traditional medical devices. So that's digital therapeutics. Another area that's being made possible by this convergence is what we call validated neurowellness. And these are evidence-based, scientifically backed applications that can improve your cognitive clarity, enhance your emotional stability, and extend your sensory awareness. A third area we're very excited about is what we call accelerated learning. And these are applications that are improving employee, team, corporate performance from an efficiency and productivity perspective. They include everything from improving corporate training all the way through to making more advanced industrial safety applications. And then the fourth market segment that we're tracking right now that's exploding, as we all know, is what we call experiential entertainment. And these companies are taking these base platform technologies, integrating them with newfangled technologies to create really immersive, very engaging experiences that can really take, entertainment to that next level. So when we look at those 4 different sectors, what we see are companies that are developing new ways to improve the human condition, improve the human experience, transform and improve how we all live our daily lives. And that's exactly how we've designed this conference for you, is to take a deep dive into each one of these areas, to discuss the different aspects of how these different market segments are maturing and developing. But before I do that, I would like to take a quick moment and talk about you, each one of you. Now, I can't do each one of you individually, but let me tell you a little bit about yourselves. If you take a look to your right or to your left, what you're going to see is a corporate executive, a startup entrepreneur, a neuroscientist, an artist, a professional athlete, a Wall Street trader, a game designer, a code developer, and everything in between. And there's a common theme that runs between all of you. And that theme is that you have a deep passion and understanding and a desire to help move the ball forward for humanity in developing these applications that can make all of our lives better, stronger, faster, and more fun. So, what have we got in store for the next 2 days? Well, let me tell you, it's going to be fantastic. We're going to kick off this morning with a terrific keynote from one of my favorite futurists, Ramez Nam. He's going to take us into the future, and I can't wait for you to hear what he's got to say. After that, we're going to bring up an executive panel of consumer electronics executives, everyone from Sony to Microsoft, to Emotive, and they're going to come up here and talk to us about these emerging digital platforms, everything from virtual reality to augmented reality to neurosensing technology, and they're going to discuss with us how these technologies are being used in everyday life and what's supporting their development and what's holding back the distribution with today's technologies. After that, we're going to bring up a team of entrepreneurs who are taking these baseline technologies and integrating them with fundamentally new technologies, haptic technologies, smell technologies, to create what we're calling new experiential landscapes. And they're using these for entertainment purposes, as well as purposes that go far beyond things that you've even imagined today. So that's going to be a really exciting panel. And then we're going to round out the morning with a terrific one-on-one conversation with actor, producer, screenwriter, Jon Favreau, and he's going to get up on stage here and talk with neuroscientist, jazz venture partner, chief scientist, Adam Gazzaley, and they're just going to chat about VR and the future of where this technology is headed from an entertainment perspective for the next 10 or 15 years. We're then going to take a break for lunch. We got an hour and a half. You're going to get a chance to go out there, chat with each other, play with the technology. And then at 1:30, we're going to come back and have an absolutely terrific keynote presentation for someone I've been trying to bring to this conference for 4 years now. He's a friend of mine now. His name is Steve Macknick. He's the world's leading neuroscientist in the area of magic and illusion. He's flown out from New York. He made it out of the blizzard just in time. And he's going to come up on stage here and blow your mind. So after Steve, we're then going to bring on an entrepreneurial panel of executives who are going to be led by Tomio Girone from the Wall Street Journal, who's going to be discussing how you can use experiential technologies to improve human mental performance. And then after that, we're going to do something we've never done before. We have an XTech startup showcase. So we brought together 12 startups. You know, these companies have anywhere from 1 to 3 people involved. They're going to get up on stage. We're going to give them 3 minutes apiece. And in that 3 minutes, they're going to try and convince you to help them get funded. So after that, we're going to take a break. We're going to meet out. You'll have some time in the expo, about 30 minutes to take a short break. And then we're going to come back here for the last session of the day. The last session is going to focus on digital therapeutics and how they're being used to heal the mind. And then we're going to round out the day with a terrific panel led by Jazz's own Andy Furlick. And he's going to lead 6 venture capitalists in a complicated discussion about why and where and how they're placing their investments across this experiential technology space. That's what today looks like. We're going to end then, and you're going to have 2 hours out in the expo. We're going to open up a bar. You can mix, you can mingle, you can do what you want. And then we're going to start bright and early tomorrow again, 9 a.m., and we're going to kick it off with a keynote from Adam Gazzaley. He's going to talk about his new best-selling book, The Distracted Mind. And he's going to give us tips on how to live more successfully in this amazing landscape of digital influx that we're all living through at this day and time. And then I won't go into too much more detail until tomorrow, but we have a couple of other things we'll be covering are experiential technologies to improve productivity and creativity in industry as well as at work. Things like experiential analytics and experiential entertainment and everything in between. So tomorrow's another packed schedule. I'll share that in a bit more detail with you tomorrow. And that's what we've got going on the next 2 days. It's going to be high energy, some really great thoughts, some insightful people we have and been fortunate enough to join us who will be on stage. 2 housekeeping items. We do share one really long hall here. So while the sessions are in progress, the expo's closed. So don't ask them to show you their cool technology, please. Come in here, let's show our speakers some respect. You're gonna get the insights that you actually really do want. You'll have plenty of time to play with the technology. Number 2, if you're a speaker, if you do me the favor of coming over here to the stage left, 10 minutes before your session, we'll get you mic'd up and you'll be able to come on stage and keep things rolling nicely. And on that, I'm gonna hand it over to Mez. He's gonna come up on stage and take you 30 years into the future and show you where this technology is going from an embedded perspective. And Mez, I'm just absolutely delighted to have you here.